Good morning. It is day number 6 for me. What does day number 6 mean? Well, I have to talk about this. I'm trying to work through this, but 6 days ago, in the early hours of the morning on a night shift, I was pushed to my final limits with a particular person in work who felt he had the right to bully me, and to really push me to the limits of questioning myself on whether is this guy right with everything he's saying about me or shouting at me about. But no, I had to leave, and it was a traumatic experience because I held it together, I stayed calm, but when I got home to my wife at 3 o'clock in the morning, my 5-year-old son was asleep in the bed beside her. So the thoughts of what I was trying to control coming out and waking my son, and Jesus, that would have scared the life out of him. But I just about held it together, but I nearly pulled lumps out of the corner of the mattress while I was on my knees at the side of the bed. I could feel it coming out. I had to go outside. I took my shoes, my socks off. I ran onto the freezing cold grass, and I ended up on my knees, then on my hands, my forehead on the grass, and then the rage came. And I know that this rage wasn't from just Saturday night or from the past 2 years of dealing with isolation in work, or dealing with, basically being told that you don't fit in. That's a lot to deal with. It's not a passing comment. And just knowing that there's people talking about you as you're walking past, man, it's hard. But this rage that I experienced, it came from early childhood. And luckily I've been doing a lot of work on myself for years, and recently I've gotten involved in an online studying platform, which is the SFM, and lots of people on Google have good things to say, a lot of people have bad things to say, but my experience has been unbelievable. It's been overwhelming, the support, the community, it's unreal. But that aside, I promised myself the next day, even though I was traumatized, man, I had to go to a doctor at like 4 in the morning, shot a Valium. The doctor said I was on the brink of a nervous breakdown, and I agree with him. But the next day, I was pretty much in recovery. But the following morning, I made myself a promise that I was going to get up at 6:30 every morning, if not earlier. And I was going to get down onto this beach, and I was going to listen to positive mindset podcasts, TED Talks, whatever it takes to keep myself focused on myself and keep myself focused on healing, whatever that is, because I'm still pretty lost. I also have been reading a book recently called Millionaire Success Habits by Dean Graziosi, and believe me, it has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with money. It has to do with reprogramming this. And what I'm doing here now is part and parcel of it. But I want to thank Dean. I'll probably never meet the man in my life. I wish I would. I'd love to meet Dean. Well, he introduced me to the 7 levels deep. And it was like, if you ask yourself the question, why do you want your own business? because I want to be whatever. And then you say, well, why is whatever is really important to you? And then you give your answer, and so on and so on. And I found my why. I realized when myself and my wife did the 7 levels deep, it brought me back to a memory when I was probably 7 or 8, and I obviously had blocked this out. But a bigger kid, while I was walking home, a bigger kid just jumped on me. He jumped on me and dragged me out into the middle of the road and started punching the crap out of me for no reason. None. I was minding my own business. And I realised at that moment that I've been taking this shit all my life. I had to deal with bullying for most of my life in my family business by the business partner and his father. Now, don't get me wrong, it's made me the person I am today. But my confidence has been kicked around the place like nothing else. But it's me and only me. It's my responsibility to get back on my feet and to battle forward. And I'm not saying I'm brilliant. I'm not saying I'm anything special. But I'm making this video. Whether I post this or not. If I post this, maybe somebody might see this and say, shit man, I'm going through that as well. Maybe I just need to get out of bed. Maybe I need to get off the settee, stop watching TV. Maybe I need to just walk, listen, read, do something. Because I'm not going to make this fucking shit let me die. And I'm not going to let this person who I am praying for, I hope you find your demons, and I hope that you deal with them instead of projecting your angers and your frustrations of life and whatever it is that you're not dealing with onto other people, because that's what you are. You're a bully. But that's the reason, because you're not dealing with your own shit. Deal with it, man. But you're not going to keep me down. I'm going to do whatever it takes to move forward, whether it's the studying with the SFM, setting up my own business. God only knows. But the most important thing that I'm doing right now is that I'm finding a safe place, and the safe place has to be inside my head, because if I don't feel safe within my own person, well, there's nowhere that's going to keep me safe. So I need to get back home now, and I need to drop my son to school, because that's one of the perks of not being able to go into work. And I'm not messing. I went to the doctor and he suggested a few things that I had to do as far as getting back to work. The thoughts of even talking to these people or being in that building freaks me out, man. And I don't know if some of you might see that as a weakness, but that's me. That's me. That's me at my most vulnerable. Think I like being like that? No fucking way. I like to see myself as a strong person, but no, it's like every cell in my body just freezes up with the thoughts of even making a phone call to management. Jesus. But I'm going to stay positive for myself. Have to. So there you go. That's all I have to say today. This is my first ever video like this. Christ, what a What a subject to start with, huh? But there you go. 6 days into my new life, whatever that life is. I'm here, and I'm here to stay. I'm going to make a success of everything that I do with the help of people. I've just been listening to a TED Talks about happiness, true happiness in life. It turns out it's all to do with how safe you feel around the people you're with, the quality of your relationships, friends, intimacy, all of that equals happiness and long, healthy life, not money. Money helps, but if that's what this experience has made me realize, well then I'll take that any day. So thanks for listening, if you are listening, and see you soon. Bye bye.